It is Tuesday, the 21st of May. Good to be here once again. And a big thank you to Marty and Chris. If you haven't heard already, I'm sure now the whole world knows. But it's my birthday on Thursday. So in advance, thank you so much to everybody who is already blowing my phone up. I love it, really. It just goes to show, doesn't it, what an amazing family we really, really are. Colonel Daniel Lee, thank you so much for your super sticker. That's very, very kind of you. Okay, let's bring you up to date before I get into the header of what this is about today. First things first, then, is you have, if you're on an Android device, a new update to your OES app. And that should now be reading 1.0.4.12. How do you know what version you're on? I can hear you asking. Very easy. Open it up and go to the top left-hand corner, 3 lines or 3 dashes. Click on that and that will bring the drop-down menu. You see ONPASSIVE at the top. To the right of the word ONPASSIVE, you will see V and the numbers. Make sure you are on 1.0.4.12 on Android. If not, go to your Google App Store and click the update. This is another pointer, in my opinion, of things happening. Said yesterday, and I'm going to reiterate exactly the same today, that I believe it's going to be a big week this week. Really have, at the moment, got a bright future ahead of us as far as ONPASSIVE is concerned. Very interesting, by the way, listening to Anthony Abeti, my friend. Very, very kind of your super sticker. Thank you so much. Very interesting listening to Marty and Chris. Let's just start with Chris just for a moment. That I had a chat with Chris actually a few days ago, really, and about ONPASSIVE and our lives, etc. Now, Jane and I are not the same as Chris, as in where we live and what we do, etc. But from a personal point of view, I'm pretty similar to Chris. I've retired early. Jane and I, Chris is retired early. We've been lucky, I suppose, in our work lives to give ourselves a thank you again, Colonel Daniel Lee, for the cake with a candle on the top. We have been lucky in our working lives to be able to give us enough to get to our state pension retirement age. Obviously, I was in the army, fire service, and working and all the rest of it. And I was talking to Chris about this a while ago, and we were saying that is an ONPASSIVE going to make a huge difference to our lives? You know, we are in a lucky position where we have a good life. I wouldn't say we have a comfortable life by any means. You know, at the end of the day, we do live on a narrowboat, but that is by choice, not because of any other reason. But it does allow us the lifestyle of traveling, exploring, making memories, seeing new things, and all the rest of it. What ONPASSIVE for us is going to do, it's going to give us the ability to help more. And that's why I really loved what Chris was saying, is that his focus really is on what he can do for others. Hey, listen, obviously myself and Marty and hundreds of thousands of the rest of you want to do good for others as well. But from our life point of view, is that money from ONPASSIVE going to change our lives? And obviously, it is going to change our lives to a certain degree, but not to a major degree. You know, we have nice holidays and we explore and we do nice things and all the rest of it. And I've always maintained throughout the whole of my life this one sentence mantra of what I believe is the real power of anyone's life. And that is, I might not be rich, but my life is. And what I mean by that is Jane and I try and do things that is going to enrich our lives, whether that be by exploring, whether that be by new experiences and doing things that we do not normally do. This is where, for me, ONPASSIVE is going to really come in, because the enrichment of my life is going to be in helping. You all know, I just said that I was in the forces, and part of where my focus is going to be on helping ex-service, ex-vets in whatever way I can. I do know people who have been in the forces, come out either injured, traumatized mentally, physically, and back in the day when I was in, they certainly didn't have the support network that they have now. It really is now much, much better. People aren't just literally kicked out on the street. Thanks very much, you've done your service, thank you very much, and now you're on your own, mate. You know, that does not happen so much, but it certainly did happen back in my day. One of the things that I'm going to do, and I also know that Peter Rogers wants to do this as well, is to help ex-vets in one way, shape or form. The whole point of me saying all this is, I really know that the future is going to be bright for all of us. If you're in ONPASSIVE, especially if you're a founder, and if you are in the best place you possibly can be. That is for sure. Why? Because you are in a position where you have been and joined a company, really, at the end of the day, on belief, blind faith, whatever you want to call it, whether it's because you believe the person that introduced you, whether it is because you got what our CEO was trying to say, whether it is there was something inside you that said, yeah, this is the real deal, this is what is going to change my life. Whatever the reason is, you joined and became either a founder or an affiliate of ONPASSIVE. Obviously, the monetary side is the main reason that most of us have joined. Why? Because actually, for us to make a difference, we need money. I know it's the root of all evil, blah, blah, whatever it may be. But to get and action things, you need to have money. Now, our CEO, Mufareh, understands this. He knows this. And this is why he has always said to us, fill your tanks first and then go out and do good. Now, isn't that a refreshing thing to say? I mean, how many times do you feel, or people say, oh, you've got to give, you've got to give, you've got to give all the time, you know, all the time you've got to be giving. No, that is not what our CEO is saying. He's saying this company is going to change your life. This company is going to give you the financial freedom that you have desired all of the time that you have been looking online, whether it's your first time, whether it's your fourth, fifth, 100th time that you have tried something online. ONPASSIVE is the real deal that is going to do something to change your life. Why? Because everyone has a fair crack of the whip. It is not just 1 or 2% at the top of the tree that are going to make it. It is a level playing field for absolutely everybody within it to succeed. Whether you've come in to allow the company to do that hard work for you, to be completely passive, that is there for you. If you want to roll your sleeves up and get busy with your business and get yourself to a financial freedom a lot quicker, then that is there for you as well. If you just want to use our products and services and you're not bothered about the money, that is there for you as well. So this is why I firmly believe that we are so unique in what we are trying to do, because we've got a CEO who wants us to succeed. He wants us to be successful, not only personally, but also financially. He wants us to go out there and help as much as possible within the means that we have to our capabilities. But also on top of that, he is saying, bring as many people as you want. Come on, get on the ONPASSIVE train. There is room for everybody. It is not only the elite that can come on this train. It is open to absolutely everybody. How'd you get on it? How'd you get that ticket? Pretty easy, really. All you got to do is put your name and details into a very short form. First name, second name. What do I want to have for my OMail? And guess what? That's it. And you don't even have to pay to begin with to be on the train. You can have at least 2 weeks free travel to see if you like it. Now, can you imagine that? Jumping on the high-speed ONPASSIVE train, sitting there in your nice comfy seat, using all the products, all the services that are within that train, having a great time, looking at the amazing view, traveling to nice places, using all that, and it's not cost you a penny. And that is the minimum you have to do. After that, it's your choice. Do I want it? Do I want it? Yeah, I like this. I'm going to have it. And that really is how people are going to be. Because those doors are open to anybody and everybody, there's no qualifications. There is no monetary. You're not putting a credit card in there to have a look. How many times do people say it's free? Come on in. And then they say it's free for 14 days. But before you get your account, you've got to put your credit card details in there. But you can cancel them at any time. Oh, no. We don't do that in ONPASSIVE. We say, come on in. We want you to have a look at this. What do you have to do? First name, second name, and make up your own OMail. That is it. Nothing else. Can you leave? Yeah, of course you can. Just off you go. No one's going to say, oh, you got to jump through this hoop, that hoop to leave, or you're going to get spammed with loads and loads of, oh, please don't goes. No, that's all there is to it. All you have to do is come on in, have a look around, and if you like it, buy it. If you don't like it, you don't have to buy it. Pretty simple. That's all there is to it. And this is why I believe the future is so bright with ONPASSIVE, because of every little thing has been meticulously thought out of how this is going to work. If you noticed, as far as the websites are concerned, right at the beginning, what were they concentrating on? Individuals, people, of how products and services and how ONPASSIVE was going to help individuals. Now, what's it concentrating on? Business types of people, all the rest of it. What are they concentrating on behind the scenes of what we hear about and all the rest of it? Governmental departments, countries, all these types of things. That's what's going on. So they really are making sure that the ONPASSIVE brand and product is going to be wanted by everybody, individuals, business people alike, governmental and countries. When you have a business that is covering all those bases, what do you think the chances of success is? We are not compartmentalizing ourselves into one category. We are not aiming for one little niche. We are saying we can do something for everybody. We have got something for everybody. Individuals, business, governmental departments, countries. We have got something that is going to fit that box. And the best of all of it is, you can own it yourself. We're going to whitelist stuff for them. We are going to make sure that everything we do with ONPASSIVE is going to be accessible to everybody. And this is not a competition-based business. We are not there to put other people out of business. We are not there to rival anybody. What we're doing is making sure that we are giving the general people out there, the businesses and all the rest of it, value for money. And when you start concentrating on the value that you are giving, the monetary side is going to come. Whether you like it or not, that is going to come. But we're not beholden to shareholders. We're not beholden to making sure that we make profit in our first year. We're not beholden to making sure that we have somebody who has given us a load of money that want their return. That's not how ONPASSIVE has been built. That's not how ONPASSIVE is working. And especially from our point of view, as founders, affiliates within ONPASSIVE, they don't owe us anything, really. All we've done is put skin in the game. We've said, yeah, I really, really like this and I want to be part of it. I want to be part of the journey. I want to see where this ONPASSIVE thing is going to go. I get what our CEO is trying to do. I get what he's trying to say. It makes sense to me. And as Marty was saying earlier on, not everybody does get it. We have in our family, Jane and I, my two daughters, do they know about ONPASSIVE? Of course they do. They've got positions in ONPASSIVE that I've bought them. Do they believe in ONPASSIVE? No, they do not believe in ONPASSIVE. Do they ask me about how's it going, Dad? How's ONPASSIVE going? And then I try and explain it. And by the time they've even got 3 words out of my mouth, they've switched on and moved off in some other direction. It's not because they don't care. It's just that they're not interested. They haven't caught the vision. They haven't seen what I see, what Jane sees. And that's another thing as well. When Chris was saying about having a partner in ONPASSIVE, I am so lucky that I've got this lady behind me. Why? She gets what is going on here.
I'm a believer.
Because she's a believer. She gets what is happening. You know, she understands that it's going to happen. And really, that for us is what it's all about. We know it is going to happen. The time period thing, hey, we've had our own businesses. We understand how ups and downs.
Can I interrupt you?
Yeah, oh, Jane wants to interrupt.
I don't think the girls don't believe. I just don't think they understand it. I don't think that's fair to say that they don't believe.
Jane's just said she doesn't think it's fair to say they don't believe. I think it's fair to say they don't understand. And that might be a true statement. Another thing as well, Diamond Mummy 18's just said we don't have to pay any rent either. When we had our business over in Spain, we've had other businesses as well. That is what kills you in a business, the fixed outgoings. You would not believe the amount of fixed outgoings you have to run a business. VAT, rent, electricity, wages, national insurance contributions. What else have you got? You've got contents insurance that go on top of that, public liability insurance. And the list, honestly, is endless. Those are fixed costs that you have to pay month in, month out. And if you don't, you've got no business. What have we done for ONPASSIVE? If you're a founder, you've paid twice out of pocket if you've activated your account. Once to become a founder, and that money was put back in our OWallets to go towards activating our account by purchasing OConnect. That is the second time that we've gone out of pocket. And the game plan of this company is to make sure that the majority of people do not go out of pocket again. Now, when you have something like that in place, you know you're in the right place, because the company is not here to rip you off. They could have been taking money for the last 6 months of us on a monthly basis whilst they're getting ready. Now, that is a company taking advantage of its affiliates. They didn't do that. They said, here, have it for nothing. Use it. We want you to enjoy it. Keep on using it until we are ready. Isn't that an ethical company who want us to not stress, not worry, just be there for us? Just hold the fort whilst we get it all sorted. And once we got it sorted, guess what we're going to do? We're going to help you a little bit more. We're going to give you everything that we've said and more. This is the beauty about why the future is bright with ONPASSIVE. And if you're not in ONPASSIVE, just take a look. It really is that easy. Take a look. What's it cost? Nothing. Do I have to do anything? No, you don't. All you do is fill out a form that you get from somebody, or even go to onpassive.com. It doesn't really matter. Just go and have a look. That's all you got to do. If you like it, great. If you don't, well, okay, that's fine. But I can tell you one thing, down the line, there is going to be something that you talking to somebody and say, yeah, this is one of those ONPASSIVE products. I'm using it. It's brilliant. And you're going to go, I could have done that, but I chose not to. There's going to be a lot of people like that. You know, the ones that we spoke to 3 years ago, 4 years ago, in my case, 5 years ago, who introduced them way back then, could have been here right now. And they said, no. Fine, absolutely. Doesn't matter to me, because I know that generally no one's heard of ONPASSIVE yet. I was having this scenario with Peter Rogers and somebody else actually the other day. You walk into a pub in the UK, have a look around. How many people are in there? 1,000? 500? Doesn't really matter how many there is, does it? But how many people in there know about ONPASSIVE? I can tell you, if there's one, you're lucky. And I mean lucky. And that is a scenario across the globe. We estimated when we had the Manchester event that a year or so ago now, just over a year ago, that there was around about 15,000, between 12 and 15,000 founders in the UK out of a population of around about 64, 65 million. What are the chances of being in a pub and somebody knowing ONPASSIVE, unless you'd pre-organised it? Pretty slim. Across the States, Marty reckons there's probably around about 40 to 50,000 founders out of a population of, was it 340, 350 million now in the States? Take India, for instance, our largest contingent of founders. How many founders from India? I'd say probably 200, 300,000, something around about that. Population of India, was it now? 1 billion and a bit? I mean, that is what I'm talking about. And this is just off what we know. Nobody at the moment, in real terms, knows about ONPASSIVE. Listen, if you're in Dubai, you're going to know about ONPASSIVE. It's everywhere. Outside of Dubai, chances are you're not going to know. But, and this is the but, everyone will. Why? Because what they've been doing in Dubai is going to start spreading out. They're going to start doing what they've done in Dubai in other places. And it's all done by design. You have to start somewhere. And this is why the whole concept of ONPASSIVE, how it's been thought out, how it's been scheduled. Listen, are we behind schedule? Yeah, we might be behind schedule because of what's happened as far as the payment processor is concerned. But as far as where we want to be as a company, I personally don't think we could be in any better place. Couple that with what our CEO said in the next few days, not weeks. The backlog of the payments are going to be cleared out. They're going to start coming through. Couple that with the news that's coming out tomorrow, by the way, from OMedia. See what that is. Like I said, I believe this is an OMedia thing, not necessarily an ONPASSIVE thing. All of these things, putting them all together, is going to kickstart ONPASSIVE and really start making a difference as far as the global understanding and knowledge of what ONPASSIVE is. Anyway, I really have gone on a lot, haven't I, today? Apologies for that, but I'm fired up. Do you know that? I really, really am fired up at the moment. So anyway, if Colonel Daniel Lee, thank you so much once again for your super sticker. It's very, very kind. ONPASSIVE 360, if you've not heard, it is going to be tomorrow at 12 midday EDT. Okay, that's when it's going to go. So same time as last week.
And if you've not heard, it's someone's birthday this week.
Well, thank you for that, Jane.
He's a big fat 61.
61. Oof,
Listen, it's a privilege denied to many.
It is a privilege denied to many.
I'm so sorry I wasn't here yesterday, guys. I was knee deep in holiday laundry.
Holiday laundry
has to be done. Not easy task on a boat, I can tell you. It gets a little bit frustrating at times. But hello to all you lovely, lovely ladies and gentlemen out there. I can see lots of people on here.
Oh no, I am now just about to go and say hello to all these lovely people. So we'll start off then with the people in green, your tea clubbers. Thank you so much for your continued monthly support. So we'll start with lovely Listra T and Gladys. There you are, Gladys, saying hi to Jane. We've also got Dennis Eldridge, M. Kaylee, Fatima. Hi to you, Dawn McIntyre, Santina Zamanek, Amanda Bisignani, and Michelle Champagne is there. Jerry Nix, hi, hello, mate. How are you? Angela Lynn, M. Kaylee, Christina Dodds. If I've missed a tea club, stick your name down. Curtis Strickland, you are there. Barry Dang, thank you for a tea clubbing and thank you for your message, by the way. Nagaraj, hi mate. Jarmo is there, and any more? Alejandro, you are there. Christina Kashella. We'll move over then. We'll do Doyle, Engem, Bretson, maybe Sean, and Lynn Nakamoto, you're there. Froz Khan and Carleen Bergen, Josip and Veronica. Hi to you. Family Patamb, I think. And what's his name? Hang on, let me just scroll up a minute just so I can say to Feroz Khan. Just typing the same thing all the time in my chat is not going to make any difference, mate. So if you don't stop putting it there, I'm just going to bin you. Roy Davis from Florida, Kiana McLaughlin, you are there, and Rosip, Dominic Henderson, and Patty Carpenter, Torin Yar, Laurie Lunn, you are there, Chandan Majunda, or Majumba, maybe, Gabrielle Ejioma Chuko, maybe, Mo Khan, hello, there you go, mate, nice to see you on here, Mo. Mo, by the way, Khan is one of the oldest founders in the UK, and I think actually just before me, if my memory serves me right, so a very early 2018. I think Mo might even have been a July 2018, I think. Lucy Ingalls and Theodore King, Medicetti, I think that is. Elsie Patch, Brian Quirk is there. Thank you for your kind words, mate. That's very kind. Roy Davis from Florida. Cena, if I'm said hello to you. Colonel Daniel Lee, happy 61. Cheers, mate. I know us vets got to stick together, buddy. There you go. The Greek guy is in. I must find out what his name is because I can't read it. Robert Rehos, Pamela Edwards, Sherry Dursworth, hi to you. Leander Gagoma, Kenroy Gallion, Veronica Weiberg. Smile with Dr. Benny. There you go. Happy. Thank you so much to you, Michael Morse and Shakeen. Hi to you. CC Louis. Hi to you. Vinda Kaur or Car. Sean, brilliant. Thank you to you as well. Joe Sordo is there. Not till Thursday, mate. Ava Diaz, Lillian Masomi, thank you so much for your super sticker. Very, very kind of you. Is Ash coming on 360 for us? I haven't got a clue. As always, mate, he has been given the link. Okay, that's what we do. Well, Marty does that every week, sends Ash the link, invites him on, and we hope he will be. Last couple then we shall do Samar Kundu. Who else have we got there? Michael Morse, and the last one will go to MD Shakeen and Judy Royce. There you go, guys. Sorry about the audio to begin with. No idea why it wasn't working, but it's working now. Keep checking in. Keep looking. Okay. And obviously 360 tomorrow at 12 EDT. All right. Thanks a lot. And you, Ram, thank you for your support as always, my friend. Bye for now.